Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful top that I saw on Instagram by this beautiful lady on the screen. You will need yarn, scissors, a hook, and a stitch marker. To start off, you must do a slip knot and chain 13. I'll be making a size extra small, so I'll also list like the other sizes of like how many stitches you should make, chains you should make. Okay, so I'm done with my first row and I'm just counting the stitches just to be sure that I did indeed chain 13, and after that we're going to start with our first row. So you're going to skip the first stitch and single crochet into the next stitch as I'm showing you now. So I'll just make single crochets across the entire row, and yeah, continue to make single crochets, and I'll meet you guys when I'm at the last stitch. Okay, so now we're at the last stitch, and on the last stitch you're gonna make 3 single crochets. So this is the first one, second one, and on the second one you place your stitch marker, because that's what we'll be increasing our top to make it have like that kind of V shape that makes it like curved. Yeah, that. So this is the third stitch, and then now we're going to make other single crochets down the other row. I'm not really good at explaining verbally, so please do as I show you here now, like in terms of how you should insert your hook. And also please keep your yarn just like on top of your hook. You see like the strand that's like not your working yarn, yeah, that one. You must keep it on top of your hook so that you can tuck it in and that you don't have like loose yarn when you're done. And like, yeah, it looks kind of messy, so just do as I'm showing you now, and at the end you're gonna cut the little strand. Okay, so we've finished the first row now, and this is what your first row should be looking like. If it doesn't look like this, please start from the beginning and make sure it looks like this. So you're gonna chain one, you're gonna skip the chain one and crochet onto the next chain stitch, and then you're gonna put single crochets across every stitch. So you basically repeat what we've been doing. Like you see the first row, you're gonna repeat what we did on the first row. Just crochet on every stitch until you reach the stitch marker. When you get to the stitch marker, you place 3 single crochets, and then on the middle stitch you're going to put your stitch marker. Put your stitch marker on the third one as I'm showing you, because now I'm going to remove it at 3 stitches, 3 single crochets. Here's the first one, the second one, and then place your stitch marker back, and then the third one. So I don't know if you can see, but the reason for this is because we want our top to enlarge on each row, so that is why we add the stitch marker there. So please make sure you don't make no mistakes and you add your hook onto like the wrong hole. Please do as I'm showing you now, because I don't know how else to explain this, but please do as I'm showing you now. And then you're going to like place single crochets until you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so after this, don't forget to chain one, skip the chain one and crochet on every stitch, and then at the stitch marker place 3, just what we've been doing. And then after that you're gonna make a total of 11 rows. So I'll meet you guys after I've completed my 11 rows. Okay, so I'm reaching the end of my row 11. As you guys can see, I'm just completing just like the last few stitches. Okay, now your cup should be looking something like this, and you can remove the stitch mark after completing your 11 rows. And then now we're going to make the little flower detail, I guess, around the top. So to do that, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to place a single crochet on the first stitch, sorry. So you skip the second stitch, and then you place 5 double crochets onto the third stitch. So double crochets is basically what I'm doing right here. I hope that I'm not fast. If I am too fast, you guys can change the playback speed to however slower you want it to be. So you're going to, just after you complete your 5 double crochets, you're gonna skip 1 like I'm showing you here, and then you're gonna place a single crochet onto the stitch after you skipped 1, and then you skip another stitch, and onto the next stitch you place another 5 double crochets. So you repeat this process, and then make sure you're just left with 5 stitches just before the end of the row. Okay, because of my top and the stitch count is just really weird, so I was left with 4 stitches, and whatever amount you're left with, make sure it's 5 and not more than 5. Okay, it must not be more than 5 and less than 4, I guess. So now I'm gonna make a single crochets on on those 4 stitches. I'm gonna make about 10 rows if I'm not mistaken. I think, yes, I'm gonna make 10 rows, and it's going to vary for each size, of course. So this is basically just from where the top starts from, like my boob until my shoulder. Do the same process until you have 10 rows. Okay, from here you're going to make a chain that is going to be the one that ties your entire top. So you make, I think, 250 to 300. So now I'm going to be adding another chain here that is going to be a tie for in between your boobs, so that because the top is like 2 separate pieces, so it has to be able to tie up your boobs. So it's gonna be the chain for that. So I made a chain of 30, but depending on what you're comfortable with, you can either make it more or make it less. Okay, for this process, it's called weaving in ends. I don't have my darning needle with me, but for people that are really beginner and really don't have all the equipment, you can just use your crochet hook, and that's what I used when I still started this out. You basically just play around with your hook and the yarn and just try and tuck it in somewhere where you know that it won't come off easily. it's quite hard as compared to a darning needle. So, but if you do have a darning needle, you can just look up a tutorial on how to weave in ends, and I'm pretty sure there's like plenty of them. This process is about to be quite tedious, but the middle straps is for your boobs, so you can tie it however tight or however loose you want it to be. Okay, this top was really small, but that's because I'm not going to wear this top. It was just for a tutorial. I'm gonna do this top and make another top, another tutorial. But anyway, your top should be looking like this at the end, and I'm pretty sure it looks exactly like this picture, this video here. But if you enjoyed this tutorial, thank you so much, and I really hope that you guys can subscribe and like this video. If there's anything you don't like, please let me know. And don't forget to follow the original designer. Thank you.